What's good, my people? This your boy Smallito's Way, coming at you with another video. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. Much love to all my supporters. Let's get right into this. So, yesterday made a year since George Floyd was unfortunately murdered in Minneapolis by Derek Chauvin. Now, as you all know, what happened, knee to the neck, excessive force, and he just got convicted, a month and some change ago, early April, I believe he got convicted on all counts. So bravo. But it made me think, I was thinking a lot about, not only what happened to him, but what happened after him. And part of me wanted to come up here and start talking crazy. Not because people are fed up, because I get that. You know what I mean? I get people are fed up with certain things that go on in this country, especially pertaining to police and the way they police in certain neighborhoods. I can completely understand that because I've been a victim to all type of craziness from police. But whatever. Also, I was gonna say certain things about, but may he rest in peace. No matter whatever happened before with him, no matter what charges he had before that, no matter what he did to have the cops show up that day, that doesn't matter to me. He should be alive. He should have been able to stand trial and go through the justice system and fight his case in court instead of being murdered in the street. So now I got that out the way. It just made me think about how fraudulent Black Lives Matter is. Like, how Black Lives Matter came and pretty much raised hell over this man, and made it into a whole. It pretty much tore the nation apart over this man. And yet and still, I see on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, every day, Black people getting killed, Black babies getting killed, and nothing happens. There's no marches, there's no riots, there's no nothing. And people say, well, you can't. What you mean you can't? If somebody gets killed on a block, a baby gets shot on a particular block, right, a particular project, if you bring 300 protesters to go on that land, in that project, on that street, and basically shut it down, have all type of police there, making it impossible for people on that block to function. When I say function, I mean people that are out there getting money to function. And if this was a regular occurrence every time something crazy happened, like what happened to that poor little angel in Chicago a few weeks back that got killed just waiting in the McDonald's drive-through line, and so many other countless cases, if they went to that block where them people came from and shut it down, I'm talking about a whole week of just nothing but people out there not rioting, but protesting, marching, just letting the people know in the community that they're sick and tired of it. And I guarantee you the people that live within those areas would join those marches, would be happy that finally they couldn't do it on their own. They probably didn't have the balls to stand up on their own because they were scared of what the repercussions would be from those people within those communities. But if you got 400 or 500 people out there chanting, marching, going crazy, making it uncomfortable for the people out there that got to earn a living out there on the street, trust me, you'd have the people that are affected by that. Listen, the way that you affect any business corporation is affect their money. And there's people, these young boys that are out here doing this craziness, they're not getting shut down or getting approached by other people because it's not affecting other people's line of work. But if you got 300, 400, 500 people out there with all type of cops to make sure that those people don't turn violent, and there's no way that these people in the projects, these people on that block can make moves, believe you me, They're going to sit these little niggas down and tell them about themselves. If that's something that happens on a regular, if they realize that every time a body gets caught, if in Chicago, every time some stupid gang shit happens, they bring out a whole bunch of people to that block and they shut it down for 3, 4, 5 days, and they keep doing that and keep doing that, and in New York and in LA and in Philly and all and so on and so forth, you'll start seeing a change. But you don't see Black Lives Matter out here for that. You really don't. You see them or hear them when it happens, when a white cop happens to kill a black person. And I'm not saying that that's right. That's awful that unarmed people are getting killed by officers that are trained, that should be trained rather, to do better, to know better, to act, not panic, and act accordingly. It's a shame that happens. It really is. But it's also a shame that the people that are supposed to be representing these people, the people that claim to care about the community, which is Black Lives Matter, is nowhere to be found when your nephew gets killed, your son, your infant child gets killed. They're nowhere to be. If your infant child, if your son, your nephew, your mother, your sister, etc., 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 is not shot by a policeman, guess what? They don't give a fuck about that. They don't. They don't want to hear about it. They don't want to promote it. They don't want to protest behind it. There's nothing to be said. Your family member will be lost in history. Meanwhile, George Floyd, because he happened to get killed. Now, if look at the irony. George Floyd was killed by a cop, right? And wrongfully so, and I'm glad that the man got convicted. But if a black civilian kneeled on his neck for the same amount of time and killed him, just like Derek Chauvin did, you wouldn't know who the fuck George Floyd was. Because Black Lives Matter wouldn't have gave a fuck about him. At all. That's the irony in all this. That it's not the act. It's not the fact that a man lost his life, which should be enough. It's just the fact that they can make money off it because the right circumstances happen. White cop, black guy, unarmed, which is a shame and needs to be addressed. And I hope that this conviction of this officer opens a lot of these officers' eyes to realize that in the heat of the moment, they better act accordingly. They better be right. Because if they're not, it's going to be a problem for them. Accountability is a big thing. But now I'm asking for Black Lives Matter accountability. Where y'all at? Because this hasn't stopped. These numbers are they're at record highs right now in certain places. People are getting killed left and right. Babies are getting killed left and right. It shouldn't just be when the right circumstances happen that y'all show up. If y'all really care about the community like y'all claim to do, then let's start making a difference, man. For real. Like I said, any corporation, if people start boycotting McDonald's and McDonald's goes from making, I don't know, I'm just throwing out a number, say they make $2 billion a year. If people boycott them and they come and they look after their quarterly numbers or after their yearly numbers and they say, damn, we lost 700-800 million. We went from making $2 billion last year to 1.2 this year. Now I know in our eyes, that's, well, who cares? But they care. 800 million is a lot of money to lose to them. And I'm not comparing McDonald's to the dudes that's on the street getting money. But let's say if they're used to breaking in 10, 15, whatever in a week, and that week that Black Lives Matter and whoever people were out there protesting, they couldn't make a damn move. Oh, believe me, they're going to start telling these young boys about themselves. They're going to start, there's going to be accountability. They're going to start telling them, man, y'all better chill, man, because now y'all fucking with our shit. It's just something to think about, man, for real. It really is. Rest in peace, George Floyd. You got justice. You did. And you know what? Your name, obviously, is going to live on because Biden invited your family to the White House. You know, like, your daughter is going to be well taken care of for the rest of her life, as she should. God bless her. I just wish that we had the same energy when somebody dies, unfortunately, for no reason. When there's a kid out here that gets killed. We need to have this same energy. We need to keep this same energy. Seriously, man. Think about it, people. I mean, this is you know, Black Lives Matter is really, it's fraudulent, man. It really is, man. They're not for the people. They're not for the people. Look into what these so-called the faces of this, they're getting, the faces of Black Lives Matters, Tamika Mallory and so on and so forth. My son are getting. My son was a rapper. He never made as much money in the rap game as he is making money with Black Lives Matter. His whole career, he ain't make not even a quarter of what he probably made just in being in Black Lives Matter for the last couple years and being the so-called face of it. They're making millions off of this shit, man. Off of the pain from real people dying. Real people dying. Real babies dying. They don't care about that, though. If a cop didn't kill that baby, oh well. If a cop didn't kill your son, oh well. Don't expect Black Lives Matter to come around about it. That's for damn sure. Anyway, man, I went a little long with this, but you know, this is an important subject. So, yo, y'all share this video, man, and hit that like and hit that subscribe button. We climbing, people. Soon we gonna be able to go live. We gonna touch on all type of shit. I really appreciate y'all for growing with me and, you know, taking the time out of y'all day to really sit down and listen to me talk my shenanigans. I appreciate y'all, man. You know, my supporters, I really appreciate y'all. So hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button, show some love. I'll see y'all in a minute. Peace.